basically went out to a rally outside of Climate Pledge Arena where the Seattle Storm play, and they had a game against the Fever. And I talked to a couple of girls who were opposed to biological males competing against them in sports. One had lost to a biological male in a race when she was in 8th grade. Another refused to play a game against a biological male, a basketball game, and was taunted by her fellow students relentlessly. And I kind of wanted to get their stories in there. And so I wrote this column. I sent it to my editors Friday morning. They said, well, it's not ready for Sunday's paper yet, but we'll take a look. Then on Monday, they said, we're going to take this up to the top 2 editors in the newsroom by Wednesday. And I'm kind of going, this is becoming like an event that they're taking this long. And then on Thursday, I got the call saying we're not going to run it. And basically the premise of my column was, you can read between the lines and probably see where I stand, but these 2 girls were basically saying this isn't an anti-trans movement. This is just a pro-girls, pro-women's movement. And that was pretty much the premise. Like, let's stop throwing these labels around and calling people bigots and transphobes so we can have an honest conversation about a delicate topic. And Seattle Times just didn't want to run it. It's not the first time that I'd kind of gone against the grain and gotten a lot of pushback. And so I resigned on the spot. And it wasn't an emotional decision. It kind of sounds like a rage quit move if I just was talking to a random person, but it's something that I've been thinking about for a while just because I felt like I couldn't quite do my job as a sports columnist if I was restricted on a lot of these topics.
Well, you talk about that. You say it's my job, my duty as a columnist to generate discussion on the most hot button issues. And of course, you were seeing it firsthand. It's not like this was even just your opinion. You were going out and talking to these girls and you were seeing this happening in your where you live, and you write for the paper in the place where all this was happening. It seemed pretty normal to most people that you would at least write about it. But you did say in your piece, and you just mentioned it here, that you talked to these girls, and I'm curious about what your opinion is as well, but they emphasize this isn't about being anti-trans. This is simply about making sure that women's sports are protected. Can you elaborate on that part of it?
Well, I think 2 things can be true at once, right? We can be compassionate towards people who might feel trapped in the wrong body or confused. And, that's kind of a growing issue in the country, but also understand that biological males have a distinct competitive advantage. And there's a reason that we separate males and females in sports in the first place. I think it's pretty common sense. And my point in the column was, listen, someone is going to have to be disappointed. It's either going to be the biological male who can't compete, or it's going to be the girl that loses her spot to someone who's born into different gender, different sex, I should say.
Well, and the girls that you talked to, one of them had lost an opportunity in a competition to a male who she competed against.
Correct. Yeah, she lost in 8th grade. Another one had to share a locker room with the biological male, and it was just, my opinion was we should be able, to talk about these things without throwing labels around. And it's just, I think it was a common sense opinion that I think most people would have agreed with, even in lefty Seattle. I think this was something that people wanted to read, and I think they would have agreed with me. And I'm seeing that based on the support that I've gotten today, which has been surprisingly overwhelmingly positive.
The majority of the country agrees with your assessment, absolutely. Real quickly, what are your plans for the future? I know that you said you were scared when you resigned, but I hear that you may have an opportunity.
Yeah, I was scared. I said, hey, I could be writing in 2 years. I could be a dental assistant. I'm not sure. So I'm kind of open to anything. But, based on what I've seen today, so I do have a Substack that I just started. So I'm going to keep writing on that for a while.
All right, we'll check you out there. All right. Thanks, Matt. Matt Calkins, thanks for joining us, and good luck.
Sure.
Keep us updated.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.